I'd love to be so rich I could perfect Pokemon technology. Go on African safaris and ruin it for everyone else. You received a rare albino giraffe. Never mind. Hey guys, you think the Pokemon world has sex offenders? Oh, I hope so. I say the punishment should fit the crime. You know, you molest a Charmander, you wait till it evolves, and then having fun justice time in the closet with Charizard. Some of you chose not to laugh at that. So I'm going to give you a moment to really, really imagine that. They don't make an ointment to prevent that kind of burning. I know, I've checked. What? I like being prepared, okay? Just planning ahead. There's nothing wrong with that.
What'd you do to Charmander?
That's for me to know and YouTube to show. Pokemon has been around long enough. Well over a decade. It is time for Pokemon to grow up and get perverted like the rest of us did. And you cannot blame my mind for going there. They say right off the bat in Season 1, Brock is a Pokemon breeder. Does that mean with? Because I would take a chance on a Chansey. Or does that mean he supervises? Because like, 2 Pikachu getting that on, wouldn't that be like 4th of July in the playpen? It'd be like trying to start a fire by rubbing 2 sparklers against one another. I mean, there's probably so much static electricity when they're done, you can pick them up, stick them on the wall like a balloon. They're not sticking from something else. Inter-Pokemon breeding, that has to happen. Otherwise, how can every 2 years they discover a new continent with completely new and unseen Pokemon who've been there for decades? It's gotta be inter-Pokemon breeding. Like, you ever think like Bulbasaur, a plant, reptile, plant, tile, whatever, would suddenly get dry humped from behind by a Chimchar? You would have to keep Squirtle there for the menage a trois just to prevent Bulbasaur from catching fire. Squirtle is a walking bidet. Here's a good punishment for the Pokemon sex offenders. They might want to try to test this out on Team Rocket, if they ever caught them. You dig a hole. You have the Pokemon sex offender in question squat over. And you summon a Diglett. That's the right size, shape for that kind of punishment, isn't it? It's using Scratch Attack! I like that! Why is James liking this more than Jesse? Why is he in a dress? Again. Jesse wearing the skirt and the pants in the relationship. Parents explain to your children, children explain to your parents. I mean, maybe that's why Jesse uses her Lickitung so often, because James is not pulling his weight in the relationship. Because let's be serious for a minute about Pokemon. Did that sound as wrong coming out as it did me? Okay, yeah. It makes as much sense as glomping a cactus, but you know, stay with me on this. Every trainer, every gym leader in the Pokemon world is like a middle-aged single man who happens to share the same hobbies as a 10-year-old boy. Okay, Michael Jackson and Orochimaru jokes set aside. How low does your self-esteem have to be to even consider that a career option? So some jackass beat up your dreams when you were 10 years old, and now years go by, and you want to do it to them. You want to have an animal tear apart this 10-year-old animal. Dude, cut out the middleman. Beat up the kid. You're older. You can take him. God. These people are pathetic. I mean, is that really what you want to consider your whole career being? Too bad, kid. You suck. Way to compensate for me, meow. You're the only pussy I'll ever see. So you raise little animals, and when the kid beats you, you give them little treats. You give them little badges. So it's like being a lion tamer and a Boy Scout all in one. That's the appeal, I guess. Do you think the animal rights world, the animal rights world exists in the Pokemon universe? Like, does the Pokemon world have an animal rights group? They would have their hands full. Because some college student would most likely have tried to get high off of a Bulbasaur. Some other bastard probably tried to recharge his iPod by rubbing his Pichu. Who's this in against nature? Who's this in against nature? 3 bars. What? See you in Smash Brothers Brawl. Oh wait. Somebody else got muddy with a mudkip. Well, I heard you liked them. Not like that. I like that. Some of you chose not to clap. I want to give away you've seen it too. You've all wasted a night on YouTube. Play it again. Somebody else rubbed their stones off on a Geodude.
Ouch.
Let me do one more. But let's say it gets too heavy with a Pokemon, you're not protected, and you contract an STD from a Pokemon. Let's say Jigglypuff gives you the screaming syphilis, Pikachu gives you the electric slide. My advice to you, don't despair. Why stop there? Because after all, gotta catch 'em all! Requests left and right from fans to do a Watchmen joke, but enough of you have not seen the movie, and don't you realize I made the Watchmen joke? I did it 35 minutes ago. Thank you so much, guys. Live, laugh, and love. My name is Uncle Yo. I'm gonna go. If you guys ever pick up a copy of Backstage magazine, myself and the Brooklyn-based theater troupe Vampire Cowboy, we were just interviewed in an article for Backstage magazine, so we were actually in the inside front cover of that this week. Big hit. Nice. I'm doing Anime Land Wasabi out in Denver in 2 more weeks. You guys were definite prep for that. I want to thank you guys so much, especially for the tentacle hentai. Latecomers, you were spared. And then we've got Techo Shokan out in Pittsburgh, and Anime Boston came down to the New York Anime Fest. Anime Boston has asked me to host their cosplay masquerade.
Nice.
And I'm working with some friends to develop the American Otaku National Anthem. And as soon as we get enough skirts together, I guarantee you, my parents will disown me. But yeah, I got CDs if you guys are interested. Definitely come out and friend me on MySpace, friend me on Facebook, however, whatever you want. We just relaunched UncleYo.com. I'm really happy with the way it looks. I actually got a Kira and Lupin III cosplayer to update the site. I didn't really want him in my house. He's good at getting in places, you know? So thanks a lot, guys. Enjoy the rave. Have a great time. Spring Fest. We'll see you guys next year.
Got it all except that one joke.
That one joke, yeah.
Because you try to make fun of me, that's all.